This page shows how the feed is so connected to a person that it starts affecting their emotional state, almost as if it replaced their emotional state for something technology could achieve. But it is not completely accurate form of emotion, since emotions are what makes us human, and this technology was replacing this aspect. This passage in the book is deeply connected to the idea of family and the value of family, and also the value of spending time with them. Today, this value has increased even more, due to the fact that this true connection has become rare. Nowadays, family have fewer opportunities to spend time together and interact with each other. The need to fulfill this engagement has been replaced by what we believe is the next big thing. As an example, FaceTime. This allows people who are away from each other to talk to each other. In most of the commercials of such technology rely on the reason that it can be the closest thing to a true face-to-face conversation. Therefore, the real connection between people is lost, because they don't see the need to talk to one another or spend time with one another as much as before. This relates back to the second page as well, and how Violet wanted to talk to Titus face to face, and Titus did not want to. He resisted at first because he didn't feel the need to have a face to face conversation when they could just text. But she really wanted to. She felt the need to have this conversation, but Titus showed that he did not like this type of conversation. As stated before, Titus had this feed installed when he was born, while Violet had hers when she was a little older. This created a huge difference between their ways of thinking. Going back to the family relations, nowadays it's possible to see the reason as to why those interactions are not happening as often anymore. And it is because the younger generation perceive normal stimulation as boredom, while relatively high levels of stimulation are necessary for them to feel engaged and interested. The book shows various moments when Titus and his friends show how they get bored by things because they do not have enough stimulation. When Titus feel start falling, it's like feed start falling. It's like when he's left without technology at first. Because we are so dependent on it, it's like an addiction. Titus feels the need to have his feed functioning back as soon as possible, because he cannot take the boredom. He's just used to receiving loads of information at all times. And at the time he's at the hospital, he's forced to stare at a wall for hours, because he's left with nothing to do. Since the book is about a new future version of America, and it is predicting what the advancements of technology will do to humanity, it is an exaggerated version of what already is happening today, and it is feasible conclusion. Movies today have been incorporating today's technology and predictions of what could become the future to show the danger this technology has caused. Even though the book shows how beneficial this technology can be, it mostly concludes it is more of a negative thing, but only because of the way society is using it and how excessively they are using it. At the top of the page, Titus describes how happy he is because he can feel his family due to the fact their feeds were not shielding them, showing the hope for this recovery of the little bit of humanity they had inside of them, and the need to connect on a personal level.